I want to address something that seems to have a lot of people confused. Confused enough that they're arguing with me in the comments, so let's talk about it. The other day I did a couple of videos that some people seem to think contradict each other, but they don't. One was about how authorities said they found zero connection between inmate 163214 and the 4 victims in Moscow, Idaho. A lot of people seem to struggle with that, so I'm going to address it also. The other video talked about how he had been stalking the victims for over a month. And to some people, those two things seemed contradictory, but they're not. Here's the truth. Authorities said that they found no connection between the victims and the perpetrator. Not one. No text, no DMs, no mutual friends, nothing. They also said that they used every investigative tool available to them, and that's not just some throwaway line to appeal to the public. That means that they did a full forensic sweep of things like the victims' phones, laptops, social media, deleted files, cloud backups, etc. His devices, including his full search history, even stuff that he thought was gone. They also pulled internet service provider records. VPN data, if one was used, they would see traces in logs or routing. They also look into things like ride shares, Wi-Fi logs, security cams, building access cards, you name it. And here's what a lot of people still don't get. Wiping your phone or using a VPN doesn't make you invisible. If he had successfully wiped everything, they wouldn't have been able to recover his disturbing fetish search history going back well before the murders. But they did. So no, his devices weren't wiped, and there's no credible evidence that he even tried to wipe them, and no, a VPN didn't hide him either. If one had been used, investigators would have seen signs of it in the ISP and traffic records. So even if there was any connection, even the tiniest one, these experts would have found it, but they didn't. Now here's where the confusion really kicks in. People hear that he was stalking them for over a month before the murders and assume, well, that must mean he knew them or had some kind of connection. No, it doesn't. Stalking doesn't require a connection. You don't have to know someone to follow them, to study them, to grow obsessed with them. Sometimes it starts with a glance, a post perhaps, a moment on a campus. And for some people, that's all it takes to spiral. In this case, his phone pinged near the victim's house 23 times before the murders. Most of those times were at night. That's stalking, that's predatory, but that still doesn't mean they knew each other. But it doesn't mean that they knew each other. It means that he created some form of a relationship in his own head. And that's what makes it so dangerous. Because this wasn't personal. It wasn't a crime of passion. It was about control. It was about obsession and fantasy. No connection doesn't mean it was random. It means that it was deliberate and it was predatory. Anyways, I hope that this clears up some of that confusion. And as always, drop your thoughts in the comments and make sure to hit that follow button if you don't already.